around, and it sort of distracts most of the people who drive on our streets. But according to them, they are saying that if only the Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council can come up with some sort of punishment for people who go against the rule, it will actually reduce that on the streets. And most of them have also raised concerns about how the Pragya and the Aboboya is creating more job opportunities for them. And in my story, for instance, you would see that I highlighted a guy who is actually at the Accra Technical University. You know, that's him right on the screen, and he does this to pay his fees and all of that. He's tried his hands on security jobs and other governmental jobs, but it never worked for him. And he claims that he earns much money from this particular job. So imagine for someone like that, if it is banned, it's going to be of a great effect to him.
It just speaks volumes about how we have a lack of opportunities for the productive population as a young people in terms of the options they have. So I guess those who tend to formulate policy and implement policy would have to look at alternatives. And so far, we don't seem to be giving alternatives to these young people, even though we want them to get off the street. We'll see how that goes.
And I must say that I'm really excited for Pakwesi Asare.
Certainly, all of us
for winning the Konla Dumo Award. Very huge, very, very huge. We are all hoping that one day we get there.
I think you will get there.
Amen.
You show so much promise.
Amen.
And you work hard. And I think that you definitely will get there. Just keep trying the awards. It gives you a lot of experience. I think he's been a runner before. So it also comes with that sort of experience, because when you enter these awards, they tell you where your faults are, maybe what you didn't do right, and then it puts you in a better position. But he's well experienced, so it puts matters into perspective. But I think all in all, it also shows the kind of excellence by way of journalism that is undertaken by not only TV3, the rest of the subsidiaries of the Media General Group. And I have to dismiss you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And not only TV3, but we're talking about 3FM, Connect FM in the Western Regional capital of Takoradi, and Akuma FM also based in Kumasi. And for all the other affiliates, you also know that we have our, local language wing, which is Unia FM and, of course, Unia TV. Who does it best, except Media General and its various subsidiaries, as always. And we're excited for Pakwesi Asare. So he, in the second part of this morning, when we, after looking at all the issues that are confronting Niger, we'll be looking at the only Ghanaian to have won the prestigious Konla Dumo Award. And we have tagged it with a good phrase. The award is back home. Where originally should be. And Pakwesi Asare epitomizes somebody who works in the quiet, but also is vociferous and very ethical in all that he does, just reflecting the sort of standards that continue to be maintained right here, not only at TV3, but also the rest of the Media General subsidiary. So we'll be having Pakwesi right here in the studio with us, and then also delving deep into journalism excellence, not only by TV3, but also the rest of the subsidiaries in Media General, and how that is bringing to bear the effort to ensure that we not only influence public opinion, we also inform and educate the entire population, not only in Ghana, the rest of Africa and the world. Well, make sure you stick and stay with us. And then for a big issue segment, we'll be just having a half hour of it as we also invite Pakwesi next. So now we're told that we have a team that is negotiating on behalf of ECOWAS. It's led by General Abubakar. Abdulsalam Abubakar has been a Chief of Defense Staff for the Federal Republic of Nigeria, so he's also well poised, well experienced to be able to do that. But does it also show that the coup leaders of the junta really are now open for discussions or some sort of deliberations in the spheres of diplomacy? Because already what they've initially intimated to the team is that they hope ultimately they will hand over power to a civilian administration or do that transition in the next 3 years. What does it mean? So I guess ECOWAS has rightfully chosen diplomacy. And then, of course, we'll bring you the latest sports headlines and also tell you all the things about that gentleman who was here on Friday and told all of us that he was going to take the crown. Mind you, it is his 7th time contesting in Ghana's Strongest. Apart from experience, he has learned his lessons, but also has been in a position to make sure that he's able to cross the T's and dot the I's. And Godfred Akobela is the winner for the 2023 edition of Ghana's Strongest. He'll be in the studio. Yeah. And then, of course, you've seen all the promos, and the beautiful, intelligent Nashako is joining us this morning. What a way, I tell you. And can already see on the studio floor, well attired in ivory white, making sure that she has a great representation to welcome Pakwesi Asare, the first Ghanaian from TV3 Media General to be awarded as the 2023 recipient of the distinguished BBC Komla Dumont Award. It is back home. We're taking a break. We'll be right back.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Alpha goodness rich in milk and butter. In Alpha Cracker, yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Who no like chop money? They want chop money is here. Collect your chop money every morning at 10 a.m. by simply dialing *446# and select option 2 to play Day 1 539 chop money. Win 40 times your stake with Direct 2, 400 times your stake with Direct 3, and 20 times your stake with Direct 1. You can also pay your numbers to win big. You only pick your numbers from 1 to 39, so winning is easy. Dial *446# to play Day 1 539 chop money now. Dewa,
Let's do You are a major stakeholder in nation building. Your voice matters. Start your day with us.
We simplify the conversations, break down the jargons and technicalities. We keep you well informed throughout the week. Start your day with us.
We give the leaders the mandate to govern our affairs. We have a responsibility to hold them to account. It begins here. Start your day with us. Good morning, Ghana, Africa, and the rest of the wonderful world. Welcome to Sunrise on 3FM 92.7.
Start your day well informed. Start with us on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Catch the Sunrise Morning Show with me, Johnny Hughes, Helen Apiampofo, and William Asidu. Weekdays from 5:55 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on 3FM 92.7. Your urban lifestyle radio.
Ghana coming out again, the same squad. For LeBron, he's got it! Throw it down, 10!
Sports Station, Mondays 9 p.m. on TV3.
Sports Station is brought to you by Betway, Nesta Mouthwash.
Flamingo paint, superior durability, superior hiding, superior coverage, simply superior.
Hey! What do you do with some cool 2,000 Okay. Here to Win game show is exactly what you need. It's the only game show where you are already rich before you begin to pay. Every week, 2 lucky people stand the chance of winning money. All you have to do is go through some quizzes and fun games. Somebody from Peru is called Perusian. Whatever you say, you have to be proud because your family people are watching. Somebody from Madagascar is called Malagasy. Correct!
Okay, let's go.
It's you that will tell me let's go. You are not even winning. Okay?
Hold and stand and just fasting.
Amazing.
Just go.
Come go. Ayikwe Ama. Be proud. Okay. First of all, is Ayikwe supposed to be a man or a woman? Put it on your forehead. Ayikwe. Be a part of this game show right here on TV3 and take home some cash. Come join us on Here to Win game show where you win it all. Hey, ya mama. Hey, mama. Hey, ya mama. Hey, mama. Here to Win.
Here to Win shows Saturdays at 8 p.m. on TV3. Brought to you by Kill It Insecticide Spray.
And I have to say congratulations to you. Also to you, Riches Kokoti of Aluex Tema. God bless you. And of course, my own chairman KD. And well, we have you. I've already announced that, so you're already part of us. We've been doing a lot of talking. Now we're down to the jugular. We're in for a ride, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Well,
yes,
certainly.
we are. Good morning,
and it's good that we have Pakwisi being the first Ghanaian
my
to win the
days.
distinguished BBC Komla Duma Award.
Yes, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
and it was surprising to know, really, that this is the very first time that a Ghanaian is winning. It's great that, like you said, the award is home. And it's even nicer to know that it's our own Pakwesi Asare who's won it. I've known Pakwesi for some time now. I worked with him at the EIB network at Star FM. He was a great colleague over there. And he was constantly, Pakwesi was one of the last people to always leave the newsroom. And so I know how hard he works and how dedicated he is to journalism. So it's good to see that his hard work and dedication has been recognized, and not in a small way, but a very, very outstanding way like this, the Komla Duma Award.
Oh, certainly. And Pakwesi joins an illustrious number of young people at the time that they won the award to be given the honors as the particular year's Komla Duma awardees. And the first award went to Nancy Chungira of Uganda, and then of course in 2016 he went to Didi from Nigeria, and Amina Yuguda from Nigeria also won it. And we've had various winners from Kenya, Uganda, again Kenya, and Zambia. For most of us who do journalism or have been doing journalism over the years, you see that the hub of journalism usually in Africa is not only Northern Africa but also Eastern Africa and then Southern Africa. And of course, when it comes to West Africa, we always have the Nigerians doing the most, as we call it. So when you move from Nigeria, it certainly has to be Ghana.
And it's staying in Ghana.
Yeah, it has to. It has to. And Pakwesi comes with a great sterling attribute of values of very much as part of the Media General Group and family, especially with TV3, with some great attribute that enables him to put himself first and then also make a consideration for the general team as a team member. And I have to say that we've had some great leadership from Michael Otieje, who currently heads that news aspect of the Media General Group, but particularly for TV3, doing some great work, making sure that even though he's stern, puts in the effort to make sure the right things are done. We are not saying that we are not fallible. Of course, we make mistakes once in a while, but as it is, we bring you the type of excellence that you want, going according to what the ethics are, and Pakwesi epitomizes that.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, Pakwesi. So Pakwesi will be joining us, and we told you from about 8 o'clock this morning. We're having some great conversations with him, and then we'll see how it goes. What we'll do is to do a recall of that piece put together that also makes the formal announcement of Pakwesi Asare being the first Ghanaian to receive the distinguished BBC Komla Duma Award for 2023. I'm extremely happy.
Yeah.
He's a sometimes very cool guy, but you know he has a lot of.
Did you say sometimes? Pakwesi is constantly cool.
Okay.
It's impossible to tell what he's thinking at any point in time.
Yeah. But when he gets into his groove, I mean, he just makes sure he does what he has to do, and we're happy for him. And all of us will be celebrating this. It comes also on the back of Portia.
Yes.
Portia also winning the award for the year for the Ghana Journalists Association. And we hold the honors, of course. And we have some other great journalists as well. So all of us basking in that glory, making sure we take part in this bliss as long as it will last. It will last till the year ends. And then subsequently, the next award, it's also convened in 2024. And 2024 happens to be our election year.
Yes. And it's a time, well, during elections, it's a good time for journalists to show what they're made of and their objectivity, good reportage, and so on. So it would be interesting to see. I think you agree with me that once the award has come to Ghana, it's staying in Ghana. Certainly. And so next year, 2024, it will be great to see the entries that will go in, and we hope that Ghana wins again.
Well, certainly. Well, let's look at that story, compositely put together, just to give you that great piece of announcement that Pakwesi Asare is the recipient of the distinguished BBC Komla Duma Award for 2023.
Pakwesi Asare, anchor of TV3's flagship news program, News 360, The head of business and anchor of Business Focus is the 2023 winner of the BBC Komla Dumor Awards. It is recognition for his consistency and a reward for hard work.
When I found out that I'd won this very prestigious award, I was absolutely thrilled and humbled at the same time. This is an award that's been running for 8 years now, and it's an award that was instituted to honor the memory of a Ghanaian legend, Komla Dumor. Sometimes the Lord favors you in the multitude of other people.
The Komla Dumor Award is a journalism award launched by the BBC in 2015 in honor of the legacy of Ghanaian journalist Komla Dumor, who worked for BBC World News and was the main presenter of its program Focus on Africa.
Komla Dumor stood for nuanced journalism about Africa. The Komla Dumor Award is important to the BBC. It's a testament to the BBC's commitment to support and elevate young journalists from Africa.
The award is presented each year to an outstanding individual living and working in Africa who combines strong journalism skills, on-air flair, and an exceptional talent in telling African stories. In previous years, recipients of this award have included journalists from across various African countries like Nigeria, Kenya, Zambia, and Uganda. The winner is given a 3-month training and development contract at the BBC headquarters in London. He as well gets to travel to any country in Africa to tell an African story that shall be broadcast on all platforms of the BBC. For Pakwesi, this opportunity is one that affords him the chance to continue telling the nuanced stories of Africa as a journalist.
I've always believed in going for the jugular, and so I've always wanted to do the big things. You've got to ensure that you always have a balanced story, and which is hearing both sides of the stories and putting both sides of the stories for the general public to make a determination on what they think.
He further expressed appreciation to all who have contributed to this feat.
I thank TV3 for all the support and for everybody who has played a pivotal role in getting me here today. So I think that journalists have the power to portray this side of Africa to the world, and that's why the BBC, through this award, is trying to empower journalists who can tell authentic, original, as well as nuanced African stories to the international community.
Komla Dumor stood for nuanced journalism about Africa. The Komla Dumor Award is important.
And of course, now we'll have him right here in the studio, and we'll have some great conversation.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Certainly. Well, we have to go to Johnny for Johnny's Bite. It also means that as part of all the celebration, we'll bring you some great commentary or editorial on issues of national concern and what we judge journalistically to be great content for our regular viewers, either home or abroad. Now we have Johnny's Bite.
You know, I've watched you. Sometimes our people disagree.